For this event, we will start quickly with the introduction. It will be a part of the epidemic COVID-19 virus awareness from our colleague Radim Danat. Then will we go through a welcoming speech from Blue Horizon, will be presented by Fahid Al-Sinedi. And then it will be Syngenta welcoming speech. It will be done by mine. And then we will go through the presentation of MIRAVIS Duo, our new solution. Then it will be a kind of refreshment for the current portfolio of Blue Horizon. And finally, we will give you a quick hint about the newcomer for Omani market, as insecticide will be commercialized in 2021. So let's start with our colleague Radim Danat, CRO manager of Middle East office. So Raid, please go ahead.
Yes, please share the slide, Raid. Definitely, we are having the virtual launch of MIRAVIS Duo virtually this year. Unfortunately, we cannot meet you face to face to have the launch event of MIRAVIS Duo. This is, as you know, this is due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And talking about the COVID-19, here are some precautions that I'm aware that you are familiar with, but it's a kind of refresher. Definitely do not touch your eyes, nose, and mouth with your hands, because there are the openings that the virus can introduce to your body. Avoid the crowded places, because if you have any infected person in the crowd, it could be easily transmitted to yourself. Avoid handshakes and hugs until the emergency is over, because, as you know, it's either by air or by touching the infected or contaminated objects, the virus will be transmitted. Cover mouth and nose with disposable handkerchiefs when you sneeze or cough. Wash often your hands with water and soap for 20 seconds. And the alcoholic gel that contains alcohol of 70 to 76% of alcohol. If you have symptoms similar to influenza, stay home and ask for medical assistance, because when we ask physicians what is the difference, how we can differentiate between the common cold and the COVID-19, they said the only way is to do the PCR test. The symptoms are quite similar. And keep at least 2 meter distances. Wearing the masks are the main measures that could that could separate you between you and the coronavirus. This is quickly from my side, and I hand the floor for Raid Shaheen. Thank you.
Thank you, Raid.
Yeah.
Now it is the time of giving the welcome speech of Blue Horizon, to be presented by Fahid. Please, Fahid.
Dear honored guests and valued customers, on behalf of Blue Horizon team, I warmly welcome you to the launching event of Syngenta new technology, ADEPIDYN, and product for controlling fungal diseases, MIRAVIS Duo. We are blessed to have in this meeting Syngenta team from Basel, Switzerland, and Amman, Jordan. Also, we have a representation in this meeting from the main agriculture projects in Amman that plays an important role in strengthening the food supply chain in Oman and GCC countries. We are proud and grateful at Blue Horizon for our relationship with the leading agriculture company Syngenta, which allowed us in the past years to introduce high quality and safe solutions to the Omani market, which is supporting our valued customers to achieve sustainable and steady growth outcomes. Agriculture in Oman, of course, face different challenges, such as climate change and different market trends, and as well as crop diseases that affect the agricultural process in general. This confirms the importance to have an integrated efforts between growers and Blue Horizon and Syngenta team to overcome these challenges. through the use of the new technologies and the proper solutions in order to reach the desired goals to provide these products to the local market and the exporting markets. We are all committed at Blue Horizon to keep the effort to introduce the best and the highest quality products through our relationship with Syngenta team. And we'd like to thank you again for participating in this event. And please welcome with me Mr. Engineer Ala Abu Hilal, who will give Syngenta welcome speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fahad. So good afternoon. I would start on behalf of mine and my colleagues in Syngenta to welcome you all and extending my thanks to you accepting the invitation to attend this event to launch our latest solution of controlling the hard control fungal disease. Also, I would extend my thanks and appreciation to our partner, Blue Horizon Company, for giving us this opportunity to meet the key stakeholders in the agricultural sector in Sultanate of Oman. Normally, and during such memorable occasion, we would have liked to be with you in Sultanate of Oman, but unfortunately, and as well known, the global epidemic situation prevented us from traveling. So please, allow me to wish you all and your family member and your beloved the best of health and to be safe from this COVID virus. In such exceptional circumstances, the world is going through as a result of COVID-19 disease pandemic and how it's changed the face of the humanity. During this extremely extraordinary, unexpected situation, we at Syngenta realized since day one of this pandemic and the measures follow to contain the spread of this virus, we realize the importance of building, utilizing, and strengthening all our resources and customize our business continuity plan in a way that meet the extraordinary needs, as well as the nature of work considering closure and quarantine. Believing in the importance of our true partnership with our representative in different countries, Syngenta team developed and introduced new technological means of communication that enabled us all to move forward in the agricultural achievement. Historically, the agricultural sector has always been considered as a strategic backbone for the civil sustainable security. This strategical role was very clear during this time, the time of pandemic, which made us make more efforts and excel in developing the agricultural technologies we offer. And as the government are working hard to achieve food sufficiency for the people, this sector played a fundamental role alongside with other sectors in sustaining the life as a result of this lockdown. This condition brought the agricultural sector back to the fore, and its development became one of the top priority for the governments for the sake of continuing the life and the provision of food for the people in these difficult times. This importance of agricultural sector and health sector in such circumstances is not less important, so it's the top priority for all governments across the globe. On the other hand, not far away, the agricultural sectors faces continuous challenges, and the most important of which may be the climate change, which has led a high losses in the recent years due to the severe infection of fungal disease and insect pests. And facing such ongoing challenges, Syngenta succeeded in developing effective solutions that compatible with the environment, with the consumer safety, and as well as the user safety. And one of these solutions is what our crop protection development team will present to you, hoping that in Syngenta we succeeded all in providing everything new and useful for your service. And now it is the time to giving the floor to our crop protection development team to give you the presentation and digging in deep in this product. Hope it will be a very fruitful presentation. Raed, the floor is for you now.
Thank you very much, Ala. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, this is perfect actually. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Raed Shaheen. I'm the crop protection development lead responsible on Middle East business area. And as Ala actually was saying, taking into consideration that we are living currently actually a critical situation, which is the living the COVID-19 situation, still actually Syngenta, they are continuing in the development and their commitment actually on providing a new solutions to our growers in different countries actually on the globe. Today, I will discuss and I will give actually an information into our new fungicide solution, which is the MIRAVIS Duo, a simply powerful actually, and you will see it during the slides, a new SDHI fungicides powered by a new technology actually, which is the ADEPIDYN technology, and you will see that the product is really potent, very powerful, consistent actually, and very flexible to our growers, targeting actually a different diseases, a very important diseases. You will see that this is a game changer product and a step change actually for the control of a very difficult diseases that you have it in Oman or in different countries, in different actually regions. What I would like actually to request before I start, that everyone actually put his mic on mute, please. And if you have any question, actually we will come to the questions after I finish my presentation. And if you have also any questions, please go freely in the chat box by writing any questions. My colleague actually from the crop protection development, they will provide an instant answers actually to all of your questions. I will start. This is actually a new solutions that we are introducing in Oman. Oman is the first actually country in Middle East business area that we are introducing, or we have started the introduction of the MIRAVIS Duo on the level of Middle East business area. You will see actually that this product is a unique potency, actually high potency at a low rate. And you will see that the ADEPIDYN technology during the slides, and I will share also information onto the behavior of the product inside the plant. And you will see the excellent qualitative rainfastness is one of the best, actually, the top notch product actually in controlling or on especially on the rainfastness part. Product go very quickly actually into the plant, does not wash out actually. Even if you have a heavy rain or if you are using planting your crops and under pivot irrigation, you will see that the product is really having a broad spectrum. And this is, let's say, from the chemical structure of the product, a unique chemical structure which give the advantage or the added value in terms of the broad spectrum activity, as well as the level of the long-lasting efficacy coming from the technology inside MIRAVIS Duo. Superior intrinsic activity, and you will see it as well during the slides, really outstanding field efficacy and crop selectivity coming from MIRAVIS Duo. Let's start first with how we start the development of the product and the journey from the development actually till the introduction of MIRAVIS Duo in the market. We'll see it through the coming videos.
Fast and consistent control of botrytis as well as powdery mildew.
Powerful disease control and that protects yield.
That would let me spray earlier and give me the same control that I have today or even better. It would also make Fusarium one less thing to worry about.
Un producto que controle todas las enfermedades de fin de ciclo por un mes o más sería perfecto.
एक ही प्रोडक्ट हमारी जो है 6-7 बीमारियों पे काम करे और लागत हमारी जो है कम हो जाए।
So ADEPIDYN is a new molecule. When I saw ADEPIDYN for the first time in 2011, I was amazed to see the broad spectrum activity, but also the difficult disease to combat by conventional solutions. So in that way, ADEPIDYN brings progress to the carboxamide family.
So the first compounds were put in the market in 1966, and for a long time the industry thought that there was no potential for broad spectrum. We have already 2 other very good compounds, and we then have seen we have another one which is even better and has more opportunities than this. Of course, the team was very proud of having this. This is the only pyrazole carboxamide which is derived from an aliphatic amine and having in addition an N-methoxy group, which is absolutely novel. And we had good arguments from the past that we could come through with a new box in the FRAC classification system. And I think now with isodem, solatenol and ADEPIDYN, I think the competition has a very tough life in future.
We're very surprised to see the outstanding rainfastness of ADEPIDYN. We've not seen anything like that from any other product from the market in the last 30 years. But above all, the most exciting thing for me is the amount of ADEPIDYN which will stick onto a whole range of different crop surfaces, whether they're easily wettable or difficult to wet, and its surface tenacity under rain is just simply outstanding. Meters itself into the wax on the surface of the leaf, moves slowly into the leaf over time. It moves within the xylem with water flow within the leaf, and it's always in the right place all the time to give us disease control.
ADEPIDYN is surprising because it is so extremely active, and it's active on a whole range of different succinate dehydrogenase enzymes. We compared the intrinsic potency of ADEPIDYN to a range of different commercial SDHIs, and in each case we were able to show that ADEPIDYN has the highest intrinsic potency of all of these compounds against the target enzyme. ADEPIDYN would be a new mode of action for Fusarium head blight. It's a very difficult pathogen to control, so yes, it's a real game changer.
It's unique in the sense that it is very powerful. I would say, from what I've seen in the greenhouse, it is the most powerful SDHI on certain diseases like septoria or net blotch. Is just much more potent. Maybe will also be a product of choice. If I compare to other fungicides which are currently used, this is something really special.
With ADEPIDYN, we have seen very high levels of disease control. We have done lab trials where we saw very good inhibition of the fungal spore germination, the growth, but that translated very well into greenhouse activity. And then when we did the field testing, the performance also was very well in the fields. Vegetable grower grows normally very different crops, many crops. So having one compound that covers a wide spectrum of diseases is very useful for him.
ADEPIDYN is clearly the step change level of activity against leaf spots, but also a very good activity against powdery mildew and difficult to control diseases such as botrytis, white mold, but also target spot on soybean and Fusarium head blight. ADEPIDYN has been tested in many different countries on different crops, from corn, soybean, cereals to vegetable specialty crops. It's a product which is applied at a low use rate, meaning protection also of the environment. We can also envisage, for example, aerial application because low rate, low volumes, quite concentrated formulations, so you can apply it via aerial sprays.
The crops to be registered are very broad. This is a very versatile compound. And on the other side, of course, because of this versatility, it's also to be registered in almost all countries around the globe. It has a good safety profile for the user, for the consumer, and also for the environment.
Powerful simplicity to me means that we've got a molecule that's going to be very easy for growers to use. It's got no significant loss mechanisms. It's got this great rain fastness. It's stable within the plant.
There's nothing out there at the moment that will do the same job as ADEPIDYN can do.
It's a big difference. So it's going to be, you see it once and you will use it.
ADEPIDYN will be a key tool for farmers, especially in conditions where they have to rely on a solid, robust and sustainable product.
Really powerful solution actually that we are introducing in Oman. A game changer actually comparing with the other fungicides targeting the same actually targeted diseases. A step change actually on controlling a very strong diseases like the leaf spots, like powdery mildew and other actually diseases. We will see it during the presentations. So this is a unique potency actually, and as we started actually, this is a new box that it was created by Syngenta, and the new actually box belonged to the N-methoxy phenyl ethyl actually pyrazole carboxamide, and this is a new chemical group within the chemical class carboxamides. It is actually based on the chemical structure and the unique chemical structure that Syngenta created for the product. We have seen and we are continue seeing the long-lasting actually efficacy of the products and the broad spectrum as well control in different diseases. If you go to the Fungicide Resistance Action Committee, you will see ADEPIDYN technology belong actually or inside a box that is only actually the only AI that it's within this box actually, and there's no other competitors that they have the same actually or a comparable AI actually under this or very close to the chemical group and working with the same actually efficacy or activity as ADEPIDYN or as MIRAVIS Duo. ADEPIDYN combine the best features of previous fungicides in its class to deliver unprecedented power, stamina, and spectrum. You will see actually that the product is really power and really powerful actually in controlling different diseases in the characteristic as well of the chemical, the structure of the product, and you will see the stamina as well of the product because of the lipophilic part of the product. Actually, you will see that ADEPIDYN technology or the MIRAVIS Duo will diffuse quickly into the plant, into the wax layer, and there actually it will form a kind of reservoir on the waxy layer, and it will give the control for a long period actually, and we have seen it in part of our trials. We reach the 21 days actually, from 2 weeks to 3 weeks of control, targeting the deuteromycetes like the early blight and other leaf spots, and we have seen it in ascomycetes, and we have seen it in part of the basidiomycetes as well. So this product and the technology inside is really outstanding, is really different than any other solutions with the same chemical class belong to the carboxamides in the market. A totally different solution that Syngenta has invented, and we are introducing actually the technology or the product in Oman currently. What actually MIRAVIS Duo contain? It contains actually the ADEPIDYN technology, and this is the new AI that we are having, or Syngenta, they invented in MIRAVIS Duo, and it's belong actually to the SDHI chemical group, and this is, as I was saying, this is the N-methoxy pyrazole carboxamide, and this is a new actually chemical group within the chemical class carboxamides. The FRAC, which is the Fungicide Resistance Action Committee mode of actions group 7, and the chemical or the biological control of this AI actually is the respiration inhibition at complex 2. This is the succinate dehydrogenase, and with this actually the creations of the energy will be stopped inside the mitochondria, which is the part for creating the energy inside the fungus, and the fungus actually, or the disease, will stop after we are using the product. Then the other actually part, which is the difenoconazole, and you will see it with a concentration of 125 gram AI per liter, and this is the well-known actually active ingredient within the triazole chemical class, and the chemical or the group name is the dimethylene inhibitors, the fungicides, and the FRAC mode of action groups, the three. And it is also, let's say, prevent or stop the cell membrane actually inside the disease from the creation. So one of the best actually products having two of the very potent actually AIs inside the MIRAVIS Duo. Here actually we did a trial to compare the MIRAVIS Duo with other actually SDHI or other carboxamide chemical or active ingredient within the chemical class, and you will see actually after the use of the MIRAVIS Duo that the strong efficacy of the product, the inhibition of germ tube growth of conidia, and this is in the laboratory actually assessment, comparing with a well-known active ingredient actually in the market. And if let's say our comparison in this trial is that one of the active ingredient that one of the R&D company they are actually introducing currently in the market, which is the flubiram, and you will see that we have stopped actually the germ from creating the germ tubes and from creating, let's say, the hysteria and going inside the plant, comparing with other SDHI product, which is does not, let's say, prevent the germ from the continuous reproduction and forming the tube and to continue with the life cycle. This also shows the strong efficacy actually of MIRAVIS Duo in controlling the targeted disease. This is also, let's say, electron microscope image, and you will see the Alternalia solani. We did a kind of inoculation, artificial inoculation actually on the leaves of the tomato, and we went to check the efficacy of MIRAVIS Duo under the microscope after 6 days of inoculation. And on the right side, you will see how MIRAVIS Duo has stopped actually stopped the life cycle of the Alternalia solani, or the early blight, and this is one of the difficult really disease that we are seeing on different crops. Today we are introducing one of the best solutions for controlling early blights in the market. One of the best solution, the top ranked actually product, comparing with other solutions existed in the market or belong to the same chemical class, which is the carboxamides. And you will see the untreated and the level of infections. And this is the picture of tomato as well, leaves with the infection, especially on the untreated area. What the product also, because we are saying that the product is really unique and very potent, very powerful actually in controlling the targeted diseases, you will see that the product is really powerful in majority of ascomycetes, really powerful. And here's the excellent, the step change actually on the targeted disease, and the robust efficacy, the moderate and the weak. If we are discussing actually the ascomycetes, like the powdery mildew, one of the best solution in controlling powdery mildew. If we are targeting the deuteromycetes, which is the early blight, or the other leaf spots like the cercospora, you will see it one of the best actually product in controlling these diseases. And because we know very well that bean is an economic crop in the country, in Oman, and there's also a diseases that is infecting this crop. So if it's the leaf spot or the bud spot, or if it's the cercospora as well, you will see the product is working in a superior way in controlling such diseases. If we go actually into grapes, and if the crops is existed in Oman, you will see it one of the best products in controlling Ansenulia nicator, which is the powdery mildew in grapes. If you have actually the Podosfera or the apple actually existed in Oman, you will see it one of the best products in controlling powdery mildew, as well one of the best products in controlling a very difficult disease, which is the apple scab on this very important actually crop. As well the Erisifi, as well as the Spherotheca on the cucurbitaceae as a crop, the Livolula taurica. All of these crops actually and all of these diseases are well controlled by our new powerful solution, which is the MIRAVIS Duo. Let's see the behavior in the plant. And this is actually the ADEPIDYN technology. This is the behavior in the plant. And when I'm saying the ADEPIDYN technology, this is one part of MIRAVIS Duo. The other part, as I was saying, this is the difenoconazole inside the product, and the ADEPIDYN, because of the lipophilic activity or the lipophilic part of the product, you will see it actually diffuse quickly in the waxy layer. And I was saying from the beginning that it usually form a kind of reservoir. So you will have the product existed on the waxy layer for a long time. And this, let's say, reservoir will give the control of the disease for a long time. And we have seen it in different actually trials when we have reached the 2 weeks and the 3 weeks of the control. It's very important actually in the fungicide part, the time of application, when you should apply actually the product for the control of the targeted diseases. And if we have the economic thresholds actually on the insecticide part, and this is the number of insects, we have also the economic threshold in the fungicide part, which is the environmental conditions. So if you have the environment which is in favor of having the diseases in your field, you should actually start the application of the product. You should not wait till you start seeing the first spots. So we usually monitor the long-lasting efficacy when we do the preventative use, and when we link the application with the right time of application, and when we link the application with the environmental condition. So if we have the environmental condition which is in favor of seeing the powdery mildew or seeing the early blight, we usually start at the application before we start seeing the symptoms. This will give actually the long-lasting efficacy, and this will give the control over the full life cycle. So if I'm talking about, let's say, 10 to 14 days of the powdery mildew as a life cycle targeting tomato or cucumber, if the grower did the application in a preventative way, he will have the control over the full life cycle. The same for the early blight or the deuteromycetes. If you have a life cycle which is usually finished in 14 to 20 days, and you did the preventative application before you start seeing the symptoms or the first spot, and the first spot, this is, by the way, not a preventative use. This is you have exceeded even the curative application, and you reach what we call it the eradicative application, and this is too late in the control of any disease. So we do the preventative application before we start seeing the symptoms based on the environmental conditions, and we have the long-lasting efficacy. There's a limited movement of ADEPIDYN technology in the leaf tissue, especially on the xylem part, but it used it usually move in a limited way inside the tissue. But the excellent thing in the product, the partner that we are having in MIRAVIS Duo, which is the difenoconazole, which have also the systemic effect, and also, let's say, the movement inside the plant. A very robust solution, an excellent mixture that we are having with this with the MIRAVIS Duo. This is also represent the behavior in the plant and the uptake in grape leaf, and you will see also here how the product actually continue, especially on the waxy layer, the upper waxy layer and the lower waxy layer, because some of the diseases you will start actually the infection, especially on the upper part of the leaves, but other actually diseases you will see it as well on the lower part of the leaf. That's why this product will give you the control over from the up and the down. The product has a translaminar activity, and as I was saying, it has a kind of limited movement inside the xylem. It will be also very important that we cover all of the leaf or all of the plant canopy during the application, to make sure that we will have the long-lasting efficacy or the long-lasting control coming from MIRAVIS Duo. This is also representing the movement of the ADEPIDYN technology inside the tomato leaves, and you will see it as well, the limited movement, especially inside the xylem, but the product actually will stay for a long time or a long period, especially on the waxy layer, to give the long-lasting efficacy and the long-lasting control for the targeted diseases. Mu'taz, we would like to go for questions quickly.
Sure, let's start with the polls.
Yeah, this is a Q&A session, a quick Q&A session for questions. If all of you can answer actually the questions, please. Very good. Everyone actually he know the active ingredients inside, majority. Super. Excellent.
Right, can you please read the questions so everyone can hear if they cannot see the
okay,
the poll? Thank you.
To better control fungal disease, we should apply fungicides curatively or preventatively. Excellent. Majority they answered correctly. Super. Excellent. Very good. When MIRAVIS Duo is applied, we get protection against fungal disease for a period of 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 weeks. We said that if we link it to the environmental conditions, we get actually a very long-lasting effect, which is reached usually 2 to 3 weeks. Correct. Super. Good. Excellent, excellent. MIRAVIS Duo can be easily washed off after rainfall. Yes, it can be easily washed, or no, MIRAVIS Duo have the ability to create a reservoir in the wax layers to ensure maximum protection and rain fastness. Till now 100, this is super, excellent. Majority are correct.
Yes, this was the last question for this part.
Excellent.
So thank
super.
you everyone for this great result.
Thank you, Mu'taz. It's good actually not to forget the marketing team in Amman. They did an excellent effort actually on the preparation of the launching events. We are doing, let's say, the Zoom launching or the virtual launching for the first time. So thank you very much for the marketing team. You did it well, actually. You did it well, really. Let's go to the rainfastness, and this is the rainfastness, the remaining actually, the excellent qualitative rainfastness, ADEPIDYN technology control and protect even after rain. And this is also a trial that we did it. The AI, the percentage of AI remaining after 40 millimeter rain over 30 minutes, and you will see that the ADEPIDYN or the MIRAVIS Duo technology does not impacted with the heavy rain that we did it in the trial. And this is also because of the, as we've been saying, because of the chemical structure of the active ingredient, and because this is a new chemical structure with a really a distinguished features on the either the active ingredient or the product. And I was reading that it usually go quickly inside the plant. So in a few, let's say in 1 hour or a bit more, actually 80% of the product diffuse quickly inside the plant and make a kind of reservoir, especially on the wax layer. And this prevent the product from the wash off or washing out, either from having a heavy rain or if you are planting your crops under the pivot irrigation. And also, let's say, because this is a continuous of what I was describing, this is the lipophilic part of the product. This is really an outstanding performance of the active ingredients inside the MIRAVIS Duo. Broad spectrum, this is the ADEPIDYN technology control key pathogens on many crops. And this is the tomato trials that it was actually, it were done in Egypt in 2018. And this is the percentage. If you can put your mute, or Mu'taz, if you can control this one, please. Yeah. Thank you very much. So this is the percentage of control of disease severity of early blight on tomato leaves, and this is the 12 to 14 days after leaf applications. And you will see the MIRAVIS Duo comparing with the untreated, and you will see the picture of the untreated comparing with the treated plot of the MIRAVIS. One of the best solution actually in controlling early blight, one of the best solution in the control, comparing with other actually standard in the market and comparing with other products within the same chemical class, within the same carboxamide chemical class. Let's see now the performance of the product, especially on Alternaria solani on tomato, how the product is usually working. The product really maximizing the yield actually of the plant, and everyone know that the kitchen of the plant is the leaf, and the chlorophyll synthesis is usually happened actually inside the leaf, especially on the mesophyll part. And when I was saying actually that we do the application preventatively before we start seeing any symptoms, this means that we are protecting the leaf and maintaining the kitchen of the plant to continue actually creating the chlorophyll and creating the energy actually for the plant. And also this will assure having the continuous production actually of the plant. So we, with the application, the right time of the application, we usually assure having the highest yield as well when you are using the right product, which is the MIRAVIS Duo, with the right time of the application. And if I'm talking about actually the right application equipment, and this is also a recommendation from my side, that if you go to the foliar application, please use the flat van nozzle with a fine to medium droplet actually. This will also assure having an excellent efficacy in controlling the targeted disease. And the intrinsic activity of the product, this is a step change really, especially on controlling the difficult diseases, especially in tomato or in the cucurbitaceae family or in the legumes leguminaceae family as well, and the brassica also. You will see an excellent actually results coming from the MIRAVIS Duo. This is our recommendation in tomato if we are targeting the powdery mildew and the early blight, and we are recommending a 2 application actually of MIRAVIS Duo followed by 2 application of Amistar Top. It's very important actually that we use the same product belong to the same chemical class or within the chemical group for what we usually say it a block application. So I applied the first application, then I continue with the second application, then I change actually with a different chemical group. And Amistar Top, one of the best also solution in controlling early blight, one of the best solution in controlling powdery mildew as well. And this is also, I have included this slide, and this is the percentage control of disease severity of mold in tomato leaves. And you will see it clearly when you apply MIRAVIS Duo, a very, let's say, robust product for the control of the leaf molds happening actually on or infecting the tomato leaves with an excellent and robust activity and efficacy as well. This is the paper also, and this also represents the intrinsic activity of the product, the superior performance of MIRAVIS Duo in controlling the powdery mildew in pepper. And a trial that we did it actually this year in Jordan, just to make sure that the development cycle of our solution, it usually continue. The COVID situation impacted heavily really Jordan here, but the team and the commitment actually from the crop protection development team on to continue the development of our solution was also or was happening during the year. That's why we did a trial in pepper, and we have tested MIRAVIS Duo on the control of powdery mildew. You will see it actually the best efficacy comparing with one of the, let's say, other AI belong to the same chemical group, which is the benzopyrate. It belongs to the same chemical class, but MIRAVIS Duo was also the best on the control of such difficult disease. Our recommendation also in pepper as well, a 2 application of MIRAVIS Duo followed by 2 application of Amistar Top for the control of powdery mildew as well as the leaf spots. Mu'taz, do you want another question session, or what do you think?
Of course, let's proceed with the questions. We have 5 more questions. So let's start.
Yeah.
Okay, so MIRAVIS Duo can be used on tomato to control early blight or late blight.
Is it early blight or is it late blight? I know that everyone will answer it right.
I suppose it's early blight, not late blight.
100% actually correct answer.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent, yeah, very good.
Next question.
You can read it, Mu'taz, please.
Okay, what's the part responsible for producing energy in the fungal cell that ADEPIDYN inhabits? Is it the mycelium or is it the mitochondria?
So the efficacy on what? On mitochondria? And when we've been saying that this is the part for the creating energy actually inside the fungal. Excellent. Correct answer. Super.
Okay. Let's share the results and everyone got the correct answer. That's great.
Excellent, yeah.
Okay, so MIRAVIS Duo is effective to control scab and powdery mildew on palm fruit. Is it true or false?
Yeah, one of the best solution, by the way, in controlling Botosphera, which is the powdery mildew in apple, as well one of the excellent and superior solution in controlling Ventura, actually, which is the apple scab.
That's also great. See that everyone got the correct answer.
We need something on bean matters. I know that this is an important crop also, but maybe I can answer it actually verbally, or I can ask it verbally.
I guess so. I guess so. So this question:
yeah,
when is the right timing to apply your preferred fungicide? Is it after I see the infection on my crop, or is it?
What do you prefer? What do you prefer? A lose-lose or a win-win?
I guess I should
when with MIRAVIS Duo, and the other one actually with the right time of application with the preventative use.
So let's see.
This is the win-win, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Excellent, very good.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so what's the right dosage for MIRAVIS Duo?
Yeah, it's one rate of application, by the way, and we have seen it, and it's the same rate of application in the label of MIRAVIS Duo in Oman.
Okay, let's see the results. Yes, exactly. It's
excellent. Yeah, excellent.
0.5 to 0.75 liter per hectare. Okay, now with the last question.
Well done. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not a question. This is something.
This is a comment.
This is everyone should agree with this.
Yeah.
So MIRAVIS Duo is superior than competitors with its new active ingredients, ADEPIDYN, and amazing features. Do you agree or disagree? I hope that everyone agree.
Mr. Rashwan, I think you agree also, huh? Or Mr. Sean? Muted, Mr. Sean.
Yeah, we all agree, I think.
Yes, okay, that's great that everyone agrees that MIRAVIS Duo is superior than its competitors with the new active ingredients and new technology, ADEPIDYN, and also the amazing features that it has. So back to Raed. Finished with the questions.
Thank you, Mu'taz.
Thank you.
Well done to everyone. Thank you very much. Let's remove the poll. Let me remove it. Okay. And okay, this is also potato. So in potato, we have seen during our development trials also one of the best solution for controlling early blight, the Alternaria Solani, one of the best actually solution for the control, comparing all of other solution belong to the same chemical class. All of other solution, one of the best really, it was the top ranking in controlling early blight. And this is a trial actually that we did it, and this is the 7 days after last application, and the disease severity in the untreated was more than 17 or 18%. You will see actually the MIRAVIS Duo comparing with the untreated, and this is the percentage of control. This is the our recommendation inside the crop program, and you will see it also what I was saying, the block application. So 2 application of MIRAVIS Duo, then I change with other solution. It can be the score as other solution. It can be the RevoStop, especially that we are having RevoStop in Oman, and it can be a MStarTop in the crop program. This is cucumber also, and as well one of the best solution for controlling powdery mildew in cucumber, and this is the 11 days after last application, and the severity here is really high in the untreated. You will see the MIRAVIS Duo percentage of control comparing with the flopiram mixed with the tibuconazole, and this is, I don't know actually if this the active ingredients existed or the products registered in Oman, but this is one of the best let's say MIRAVIS Duo, one of the best solution for the control comparing with the same active ingredient within the same chemical class. So either the trifluoxystrobin, this is the strobilurin actually chemical class, and also the SDHI or the carboxamide chemical class as well. MIRAVIS Duo has an outstanding efficacy, a step change, as I was saying, for the control of powdery mildew in cucumber. We have included actually a 2 application, especially on powdery mildew in cucumber with MIRAVIS Duo, and we have included also the MStarTop. So if you have as well the downy mildew or the downy mildew in cucumber, so MStarTop will have the efficacy as well on downy mildew as well as on powdery mildew, and the MIRAVIS Duo will have the very strong actually efficacy on controlling the powdery mildew on cucumber. This is the apple, and I will do it quickly, and as well this is also our trials for the control of apple scab, and MIRAVIS Duo really the best actually product for the control of apple scab comparing with other solutions existed in the market, and even the products that we did the test actually, or we have included as a standards in our trials. So MIRAVIS Duo is the best product actually in controlling either powdery mildew or apple scab in the apple fields. This is the grapes, and also, and this is the percentage control of powdery mildew in grapes, and this is 14 days after last application. It's very important that we do the application of the product preventatively. You will see it actually when at the beginning of the growing season, at the very early shoots, and as well the infection of the powdery mildew usually you will see it on the bunches, and this is the critical thing. So if the growers will start when he will see the symptoms on the bunch, this means that he will throw the bunch, and this is a loss for the grower. That's why our growers in Jordan, they do the application preventatively before they start actually seeing the symptoms, and at the very early actually of the season. MIRAVIS Duo the best product in controlling powdery mildew in grapes. This is our recommendation, the thiovate jet. This is the sulfur actually coming from Syngenta, then MIRAVIS Duo for 2 applications. Then after that, actually, we go into the MStarTop before, let's say, the harvest. This is the superior intrinsic also activity, outstanding field efficacy, and crop selectivity. And I will share here the crop selectivity, the very safe actually product. It's a very safe profile for MIRAVIS Duo on different crops. We never actually saw any kind of phytotoxicity, very safe really profile for the ADEPIDYN technology and the MIRAVIS Duo on different crops registered for the product. This is the label of MIRAVIS Duo, and this is the Omani label. So we have one rate of application, which is the 150 ml per 200 liter of water, or 750 ml per hectare. And we have the bean here existed. This is the leaf spots. And by the way, I have seen that there's also an efficacy from MIRAVIS Duo on the anthracnose as well on bean. So this is an excellent product for controlling anthracnose, very excellent product for controlling leaf spot like the cercospora and other actually spot in bean. Then there's the tomato or the Solanaceae family, and you will see the tomato and pepper here with the powdery mildew, the early blight, and the leaf spot as well, like the stemphelium, like the cercospora, other actually diseases that it's infecting the part of the Solanaceae family, and it's also one rate of application. Cucumber and squash actually also targeting the powdery mildew and leaf spots also with one rate of application, which is the 750 ml per hectare or 150 ml per 200 liters. What I would like to say that we are in the process of registering the crop actually of bean in Japan, expecting actually the registration end of this year. Very important actually when you do the application that you follow the pre-harvest interval. The pre-harvest interval here is the 14 days after the application. So once you did the application, you need to stop or you need not to collect your yield, especially within the 14 days. You need to wait 14 days, then you start the harvesting. This is very important actually comment. And because we do the preventative use of MIRAVIS Duo in controlling diseases, you might actually reach the harvesting time and your yield is clean with the diseases that you are expecting. Very important that you do the application preventatively before you start seeing the symptoms. I finished here, Mu'taz. I will go into summarizing actually the presentation, and we will see our colleague Riyad sharing his experience actually of this product and in the Arabic language, but there's a subtitle actually English, so enjoy it all.
فطري جديد بمادة فعالة جديدة حاصل على براءة اختراع من شركة سنجنتا العالمية. ميرافيس ديو الابتكار الجديد من شركة سنجنتا الذي تم تطويره لتأمين أقصى حماية ضد الأمراض الفطرية المختلفة، يحتوي على مادتين فعالتين مختلفتين مما ينعكس بالقوة على مبيد ميرافيس ديو. شكل مبيد ميرافيس ديو ثورة في عالم المبيدات الفطرية بنتائجه المذهلة، إذ استغرق علماء شركة سنجنتا فترة امتدت أكثر من 10 سنوات للوصول للمادة الفعالة أديبيدين التي تنتمي لمجموعة SDHI. ينتمي أديبيدين للمجموعة الكيميائية الميثوكسيبيرازول كاربوكساميد التي تعتبر المجموعة ذات المفعول الأقوى والطيف الأوسع في مجموعة SDHI. يعمل مبيد ميرافيس ديو بطريقة استثنائية مزدوجة لاحتوائه على مادتين فعالتين. فبعد رش النباتات مبيد ميرافيس ديو يتم امتصاص مبيد ميرافيس ديو داخل الطبقة الشمعية، ومن ثم يتغلغل المبيد داخل أنسجة النبات الخشبية ويتحرك في نسيج الخشب. تقوم المادة الفعالة الأولى والأساسية الأديبايدين بالتأثير على الفطر المسبب للأمراض المختلفة، إذ يؤثر على عضي الميتوكوندريا في خلية الفطر عن طريق التأثير على إنزيم SDH مما يؤدي إلى موت خلية الفطر. أما المادة الفعالة الثانية الدايفينوكينازول فإنها تعمل على وقف تخليق الاستيرول في جدار خلية الفطر مما يؤدي إلى قتل الفطر المسبب للأمراض المختلفة. أثبتت التجارب الحقلية القوة الفائقة لمبيد ميرافيس ديو في مكافحة طيف واسع من الأمراض الفطرية التي تسبب خسائر فادحة للمزارعين، منها أمراض بيض دقيقي وتبقعات الأوراق واللفحة المبكرة وجرب التفاح على محاصيل الخضروات والبطاطا والعنب وأشجار الفاكهة. بعد تطبيق مبيد ميرافيس ديو على سطح النبات يتم امتصاصه من طبقة الشمع ثم يتغلغل بشكل تدريجي داخل أنسجة الخشب، إذ يتحرك بشكل جهازي ويعمل على حماية النبات من الخارج والداخل لفترة حماية قد تمتد من أسبوعين إلى 3 أسابيع. احتل مبيد ميرافيس ديو في هذه التجربة المرتبة الأولى بمقارنة مع المبيدات المنافسة من السوق في مكافحة مرض البياض الدقيقي على الفلفل الذي يشكل آفة رئيسية للمزارعين على هذا المحصول الرئيسي. ميرافيس ديو مرن الاستخدام فلديه قدرة فائقة على الالتصاق بالطبقة الشمعية للورقة والتغلغل بها بسرعة، فهو مقاوم للانغسال بمياه الأمطار ويمكن من استخدامه في مختلف الظروف الجوية. نبات تم معاملته بمبيد ميرافيس ديو، نبات تم معاملته بمبيد فطري تقليدي. بناء على التجارب الحقلية التي تمت فإنه يعتبر مبيد ميرافيس ديو الشريك الرئيسي والأساسي لكل مزارع ناجح يبحث عن عائد اقتصادي كبير.
Excellent. I would like to thank actually my colleague from the crop protection development, Riyad, and his team actually for the development and the great effort that they did during this year. And let's say taking the opportunity to thank as well our colleagues from Basel, Klaus, Patrick, Akosh, our colleagues, let's say from the Southern Hemisphere, from IFNAS actually, the head of technical product lead, and Walter as well, he's joining the call. Thank you very much all for your support on making the introduction of Miravis Duo happened actually on Middle East business area. And to start the introduction in Oman actually with the participation of our partner Blue Horizon and also our key growers and the growers in Oman. This is the last slide from my part, really, of what you have seen and of what we have seen in the trials, that really this is a simply powerful new SDHI fungicide powered by ADEPIDYN technology, a game changer, a step change actually on all of the fungicide segments. If we compare it with all the majority of the standards existed actually in the market, this is the top actually ranked product in controlling the different diseases on different crops. So this is a potent, consistent, and flexible product. I thank you very much actually for your listening, and I give the floor to a question. I don't know, Mu'taz, if there's a question on the chat box.
Okay, let's check. I think all the questions has been answered. We got a question on the YouTube live from Dr. Mahmoud Al-Ansari. His question was, since it's a systemic fungicide, what is the pre-harvest intervals?
So we have seen, we have seen actually the pre-harvest intervals, the PHI, especially on different crops. So it's from 3 to 14 days based on the targeted crops. And you will see it, by the way, because all of the recommendations on the product, the grower will see it actually on the label, inside the label of MIRAVIS Duo. So they will see the rate of application. They will see the rate of applications. They will see the targeted crops or the registered crops in Oman. And there's also a recommendation, especially on the time of application and the rotation part. So all of the questions and the answers of most of the questions will be there as well on the inside the label of the product.
That's great. All the other questions has been answered on the chat box here.
Any question from the guests? We can open it. Actually, it can be done verbally, not in a written way. If there's any question.
Well, it's not a question. It's a really thanks to. Hello.
Yes,
you hear me,
Dr. Hisham? Yes, we can hear you very well.
Yes, it's actually it's not a question. You know, it's a thanksing message for the great product that Syngenta and the team behind the scene that now we see and we hear most. We are really very thankful for the great commitment of the team, also of whole Syngenta, and also Blue Horizon for the logistics part in Oman. So well done, and it's very clear, the detailed, all the clarification is really great, and so I wish you all the best. Yeah, thank you so much. It's just a thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Hisham. Thank you very much. Any question, any comments? Maybe Mr. Sean, if you would like to provide any comment from your side, any questions or any?
Yeah, I saw that MIRAVIS is having there's quite a big range of it. It's not only Duo. There's other products as well. Is that correct?
Inside the product, there's 2 active ingredients. The first one, which is the ADEPIDYN technology.
Yeah.
This is the new actually active ingredient which is invented by Syngenta, and we have seen that this is a new box in the fungicide resistance action committee, especially in the carboxamide chemical gloves. And when we say the N-methoxy pyrazole carboxamide, this is the new box that Syngenta they invented, and it's there now actually in the fungicide resistance action committee. The other AI is the difenoconazole, which also let's say give what we call it the synergistic effect, especially to the ADEPIDYN technology. You will have the translaminar, you will have the systemic, as well as we have seen that there's the lipophilic part, and there's the part actually of the diffusions going inside the plant, having the reservoir on the waxy layer, then going inside the plant gradually, and this also give what we can say the long-lasting efficacy, as well the translaminar, the systemic activity as well. So it's a 2 active ingredients inside the product.
But so ADEPIDYN, you're not going to have some other synergy products with it, I was under the impression there is some other products as well with the unique ADEPIDYN working, how it works.
No, like ADEPIDYN, Syngenta is the first. And we are not expecting others that will come also with the same technology.
No, what I'm trying
the question of Mr. Sean is regarding the MIRAVIS range. You have MIRAVIS Duo and you have MIRAVIS Arc and others, right, Mr. Sean?
There we go. Yeah. That's sorry. That's what I wanted. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, actually, what we are targeting in Oman and also in other countries in Middle East is the MIRAVIS Duo currently. This is 2 active ingredients that it will cover majority of the targeted diseases. As I was saying, a step change in the control of the difficult diseases like the leaf spots, like the powdery mildew leaf spots and other diseases. We don't have the plan actually for other products.
Right. If you allow me to elaborate, maybe because this was a discussion with Mr. Sean and others in Oman regarding the other formulation of MIRAVIS with other and mixing with other partners. So generally, when we choose our product to be developed in the area, we consider the key crops in the area. For an example, you will see that MIRAVIS might be mixed with another triazole worldwide, but that formulation, it might target the cereals as an example, or corn.
Yes.
So MIRAVIS Duo, it is the adapted one for our crops in the area, which mean vegetables, mainly potato and fruit trees.
Okay, it's understood now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ala, for the clarification. Any other question?
I think from my side, I think it's quite clear. I think we just need to use the product and see it how it works. So we will, I think, very excited about it.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
I think also there was a comment from Mr. Sean regarding what is coming also. So let's move to the refreshment with the current portfolio and the newcomer to the Omani market.
Sure. Riyad, would you like to share it from your side? Please.
Hello everyone, this is Riyad Azumar. I am the technical lead for Middle East. As we see, MIRAVIS Duo is a good solution for control powdery mildew and leaf spot disease. Now we will move to talking about a good product recently registered in Oman for control downy mildew and powdery mildew disease in the different vegetables, crops and fruit trees, which is Redomil Gold R. The technical profile for Redomil Gold R, the composition for this product have 2 active ingredients, mefenoxam and copper oxychloride. The formulation WG contain 16.19% of these 2 active ingredients, 20 gram per kilogram of mefenoxam and 14.19 weight per weight from the copper oxychloride. The mode of action for the mefenoxam, which is belong to the group phenylamide, which is inhibitor for the RNA biosynthesis as per the FRAC mode of action group number 4, and the copper oxychloride, which is belong to the group inorganic multi-site activity number M01 as per the FRAC mode of action classification. The major crop that registered for use Redomil Gold are cucurbit, solanaceae, and grapefruit. The target disease oomycetes like downy mildew and late blight. The application time, which is registered to use foliar application for control, as we see, so downy mildew and late blight, but we need to apply this product preventatively when the environmental condition is favorable for start the infection. As we know, the conidia or the spores for the fungus everywhere in the air, and when the environmental condition is good for the pathogen, for the oomycetes, they need low to moderate temperature and high humidity. So we need to apply the application preventatively. The application intervals between 7 to 10 days, depending on the crop and the infestation or the environmental condition. When we have a long period of rain and very humidity, we should shorten the duration between the application. We use it to control downy mildew in cucurbits and late blight on tomato and potato, and downy mildew on grass. The application rate 1 kilogram per 200 liter of water, or 1 kilogram per drum. The technical features for Ready Meal Gold are: systemic fungicide protect the new growth of the plants, contains 2 active ingredients from 2 different groups, and we need to apply the product preventatively before the infection starts. Thank you. If you have any question about Ready Meal Gold R, or we can move to another product.
Ready Meal Gold is well known, so we can move on. It's a very good product.
Good, thank you. Okay, Zaid, your floor.
Okay, thank you, Riyad. Hello, everyone. Please allow me first to introduce myself briefly. My name is Zaid Nabas, and I'm a technical field scientist. And today I'm going to represent the technical profile. The technical profile for Volume Flexi. Volume Flexi actually is a powerful product. It is a broad-spectrum systemic insecticide. It contains 2 main active ingredients, the chlorantraniliprole and thiamethoxam. These 2 active ingredients have different mode of actions. Chlorantraniliprole is ryanodine receptor modulator. On the other hand, thiamethoxam is nicotinic acetylcholine receptor in the nervous system that will paralyze the muscles in the insects, and eventually they will die. If we go to the target pests, this product is a powerful and very active against a wide range of pests, such as sucking insects. Since we are talking about sucking insects, we're talking about whiteflies, we're talking about aphids. On the other hand, we're talking about rasping sucking insects, such as thrips, in addition to chewing insects, including potato tuber moth, cutworms, and Tuta absoluta. There are 2 application types for Volume Flexi: foliar spray and soil application. The recommended doses for foliar spray is 60 ml per 200 liter, while on the other hand, the recommended doses for soil application is 0.6 liter per hectare. So in general, technical features for this powerful product is a broad spectrum systemic insecticide, contains 2 active ingredients with 2 different mode of actions. It provides long-lasting protection for different plants, including plants from the Solanaceae, in addition to cucurbits and leguminaceae. And one of the most important features for this product is that it is high effective, and it has high efficiency against pests that have gained resistance from other insecticides. And thank you very much. If you have any questions. Okay, probably we go to the next product.
Yes, please.
Riyad, do you want me to share from my side? Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Al-Khatib, Technical Product Lead for Insect and Weed Control for Africa, Middle East. I'm going to present Lesiva Pro briefly, as this product is still under registration in Oman and will be... Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hear you, Ali.
One second.
Now it's perfect. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Do you want me to start over? Or I shall continue?
Yes, please start over.
You can continue.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Khatib, Technical Product Lead for Insect and Weed Control for Africa, Middle East. I will briefly present you Plesiva Pro, this new product insecticide coming to Omani market in beginning of 2021, next year, as it's still under registration for the time being. So I'm going to briefly present to you some features of this product, and we will have an extensive presentation with details about the technical features and all other informations while we launch this product next year. So just briefly, I'm going to describe the composition, which contains two active ingredients, cyantraniliprole. This is a new active ingredient, and the abamectin, which is a well-known active ingredient that has been in the market for a long time. So cyantraniliprole works as a broad spectrum AI targeting different pests from different families. And the product is in the form of suspension concentrate, which is SC. It's a liquid product. The mode of action of cyantraniliprole, it acts against the calcium channel similar to the chlorantraniliprole present in volume flexi. It's in the same mode of action group. However, it has a wider spectrum of activity. It targets the muscle contraction of the target pest, and the pest will eventually paralyze and die after a few days of treatment. While the abamectin acts as a glutamate-gated chloride channel, which also targeting the nerve cells, making the nerve pulses inhibited, and eventually the insect will get paralyzed, and afterward it will be died. We are targeting all vegetable crops from fruiting vegetables such as tomato, cucumber, melons, and so on. Also the leafy vegetables like brassica crops. These will be also included in the product target. And less relevantly to Omani market, the fruity trees, which doesn't exist in a high acreage in Oman. Our target, we are targeting the sucking pest, the Lepidoptera pest, and the thrips. And application is done via foliar application, starting on the economical threshold as all other insecticides products. And the application interval depends on the development condition for pest populations. But in general, we recommend the application to carry on as 7 to 14 days intervals. And some information on the doses that we recommend, it's 500 to 600 ml per hectare, which is 100 to 120 mils per 200 liters drums. And the features that this product have, it's a new solution, new active ingredient, acting in a systemic way. The cyantraniliprole move in the xylem and it's absorbed by foliar, and the abamectin acts as a translaminar way, which is penetrating the plant tissue, reaching from the upper surface to the lower surface of the leaves after treatment. And it has two active ingredients, as we said, and each one has a different mode of action. This is an addition to the enhancement of the performance for cyantraniliprole with the abamectin, also to increase the range of activity. As we know that abamectin is specifically good in mice and spiders, but cyantraniliprole acts on a different group of insect pests, the sucking pest and the Lepidoptera pests as well. So it has a wide range of activity, And comparing to products in the same group or in a similar chemical class, it has a superior performance against the competition. So this also we will have a chance to see it in near future in Oman. As I said, broad spectrum activity, but in the same time, it's a compatible product with the IPM approaches and strategy. So this is a brief introduction about Lisiva Pro. Remember the name, it will be in the market beginning next year. So thank you, everyone. If you have any question, please go ahead.
Hi, Ali, how are you?
Hi, Sean, how are you?
It's a long time I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
Ali, the product, obviously the ivermectin is well known to me. The other product is, how good will that be against sucking insects in terms of whitefly? Will I get some knockdown effect on the whitefly even if I spray it for the trips?
Yes, it's not a knockdown effect. The insects have, the whitefly should have some of the active ingredient. But what is visible or what is seen in the field that there will be a cessation of feeding process, so it will stop feeding on the plant. Death will occur later on after 3, 4, 5 days maybe. It's not like a pyrethroid like you spray and you will see them dropping down. So it's not the situation. However, it's a good product. It has an excellent result we have already from different countries in the world, including countries like have similar weather like Oman, such as Egypt and Jordan. So we are confident about the efficacy against the whitefly.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks, Ali.
Also, fruit worms. We are not forgetting the chewing worms, the fruit worms on tomato, and on brassicas as well, the foliar feeding insects or worms, Lepidoptera pests.
Yeah, so it's a really broad spectrum.
That basically covers everything.
Yeah, that's what we need, I suppose. We need everything.
Yeah, one-stop solution.
Ali, I have like a question. So as long as it does not have a knockdown effect,
yeah.
So you said that the death will occur within 3 to 4, 5 days. So isn't that better to have a knockdown effect? Because in this way you will have a longer lasting efficacy.
It's not necessarily that way because the traditional way of thinking, the old farmers like to see that when you spray something, you will see the result immediately. That is the death of the insect. But most recently, all of the chemicals, mode of actions works differently. It needs to be work inside the insect for some time. So the seeing of the death is not relevant anymore in many crop protection products, not only from Syngenta, but from the competition as well. But what is really matter is the reducing the damage on the plant or protecting the crop, which is the crop protection. This is the idea. It's not killing the insect by killing the insects for that sake. So protecting the crop. Yeah.
But Ali, also actually it will, let's say, because it will take part of, during the feeding actually of whitefly, it will take part of the products. So it will stop feeding and you will see the mortality actually in 24 hours maximum.
Yeah.
But it will stop feeding and the spread of virus, you will see it actually, you will not see it on the crops. And this is, let's say, the differentiation between our product and other solution actually. Or the knockdown. The knockdown, it will kill it at once, but it will not prevent others actually whitefly to come and to spread the virus. This one, you will have it inside the plant. Whenever actually the whitefly will come and it will take part for the feeding, it will take part of the product and it will kill it. So it's a continuous killing rather than one time killing. which is like what we are seeing in the pyrethroid and the organophosphate.
Yeah, I suppose it's just the different tools in your arsenal, and you have a knockdown, you have a more systemic, and you need them all. It's all an integrated approach. So yeah, that I think we all understand that.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what is the grower concerned? That to stop the damage of the pest. And considering the mode of action of Placivia Pro in paralyzing the pest and stop the feeding, that means, in other words, the stopping of the damage will be on immediate action, but the death will come after several hours due to paralyzing.
Yes, in many field observations, the cessation of feeding, this is also applicable on whitefly and other lepidopteran pests. The cessation of feed will stop sometimes from as quick as immediate cessation until 4 or 5 hours. So we can expect that not much of damage happens after the pest subjected to the active ingredients.
We have seen the stop of eating actually of the damaged usually happened after 30 minutes of the application.
Yeah.
So this is the fast acting, let's say, then the long lasting of the product.
Good.
Me, Mr. Ala, I have a question.
Yes.
Since 2 years, we are facing TRIPS disease problem here in Oman. It's growing really. So, do you think Placivia will cure this problem? Or what's the measure of curing? I mean, TRIPS disease. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, for TRIPS, Cyantraniprole acts very well on many species. On TRIPS, it's good in foliar feeding TRIPS that we have in for example, in brassica crops. However, for flower thrips or western flower thrips on peppers, it's still a difficult insect pest. It's not easily controlled, even with the best or the most expensive product in the market. So it will not be as a complete control. It will help to reduce the population for a while. But for foliar feeding thrips, it act very good. So if we are talking about thrips on pepper, which is the main concern, it would have a moderate side effect, but on thrips on other crops, for cucumber or for brassica crops, it acts very good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, at the end of today's event, I would like again to thank you all for your commitment in attending this event. Also, would like to thank again Blue Horizon for planning for this event again. And this is the key message we would like to deliver to our partner in Oman and also to the growers, that in Syngenta we are committing to support, and we are committing to provide the latest technology to the market in order to develop the agricultural sector. So wish you all the best and the safe in the coming period, and hope that the pandemic will be go along and we can see you face to face again.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
A quick photo for those participants. It's a good memory to have the very first virtual launch. So if everyone please can smile to the camera for 2 seconds, and let's have this online photo together as a memory with our partners in Oman for this launch.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Hazem. Thank you so much. And in the end, I would like to thank all our partners, key growers here in Oman, Also our colleagues from Syngenta's team, from Basel and also Jordan. Thank you so much for this excellent event, actually. Thank you.
Thank you. I also would like to take 1 second from you just to rate this this meeting. It would be really appreciated. Thank you all. We achieved a very good result.
Thank you so much all, and a humble request to repeat it again. I know it's not easy to get together everyone, but hopefully we can meet again virtually, very easy way, and very prospective, very beneficial to us, especially as a grower. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
You're welcome. Of course, I just want to remind you that this meeting was broadcasted live on our channel in Oman, on our YouTube channel, and of course you will see the recording there whenever you want to get back for any information. And of course you can get back to Blue Horizon team or the Syngenta team, and of course we will set a new training, let's say a refreshment training in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Have a nice rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.